Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Humpty Dumpty 2. I hope you all are doing well and staying safe at your home, taking care of your loved ones, yourself, all your family members, friends and everyone around you. You guys would already know that I tested COVID positive last month, that too in my pregnancy, that too in the second trimester. So in today's video, I'm going to share my entire COVID-19 journey with you guys. I'll start with when did I catch COVID. Second will be the symptoms that I had, whether it was light COVID or was it severe. Third will be how much time did I take to recover. Fourth, I'll talk about what are the best practices that I followed which really helped me recover very fast and early. So guys, before we start, if you haven't subscribed to my channel Humpty Dumpty 2 yet, then please go ahead, click the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it so that you are tuned to my channel and you get notifications of all my videos that I post. And I hope you enjoy watching my videos and you find them informative. Do let me know in the comment box what you think, and let's get started. So the first one, when did I catch COVID? Well, I think I caught COVID during mid of April. That was when I was traveling from Bangalore to Delhi, moving permanently from Bangalore to Delhi, as we had plans on moving to Canada in mid-May, which did not succeed because the flights are banned currently and we don't know when are we going to travel next till the ban is lifted. So I assume during the journey itself, the entire journey, somewhere I got COVID, even though I took all the precautions with the shield, double mask, PPE kit, everything. But it has to happen when it has to happen, so I got COVID during that time. Next is, what was the severity of the symptoms and what symptoms did I had? Well, after landing in Delhi for I think 3 days, or in fact 4 days, I did not have any symptom at all. Zero symptom. I was feeling completely normal, nothing abnormal with my throat, fever, temperature, nothing like that. But I think on the 4th or 5th day, I felt that something was not right with my throat. I was feeling some itching and some soreness here. That is when I thought, okay, something is not right. And my husband started getting symptoms during that time as well, and we both traveled together. He had fever as well. I think it was 101 degrees Celsius and I did not have any fever at all. So that time we thought that let's take the test, and when we took the test, next day we came to know that we are COVID positive. So talking about severity of symptoms, I did not have harsh symptoms. Mine were really mild. So it started with bad throat, very mild bad throat, soreness of throat. Initially for 2 to 3 days. On the 4th day, I think I got something in my nose. I was not able to breathe properly. My oxygen was completely fine, but there was something like running nose or something disturbing inside my nose. So that took me time to recover. And the last was, I was not comfortable with my stomach. So I had loose motions kind of symptom, which lasted for 5 to 6 days. That was a big problem which I feel out of all the symptoms that I had. My stomach was not doing well, so every time I was eating, I was going to washroom. So these are the symptoms that we faced. Symptoms were completely different for both me and my husband. I did not have fever. He had fever. He had really bad throat. He was not able to swallow food, nor he was able to eat anything properly and not getting taste of food. One very positive thing was we did not lose our smelling power. So what we used to do is, we had a handkerchief. Inside that we had put some garlic, ajwain, hing and camphor balls, small ones, and we had wrapped that handkerchief and we used to keep smelling that regularly, maybe 5 to 6 times a day, just to keep checking that we haven't lost our smelling power, because that's a very important symptom during COVID-19 as well, that you should not lose your smelling sense and you should get the smell of all the strong flavors or whatever it is. So keep doing that. So if you have COVID-19 or you feel that you have some symptoms, so it's a very good check. Keep checking that your smelling power is working fine and you're able to smell everything. Now next is, how much time did I take to recover? Well, as soon as I came to know that I'm COVID positive, I isolated myself in a room, entirely separated from the family. Same for my husband. He was in a separate room in isolation. So we were living in different rooms. just opposite to each other, because we did not want anybody getting infected with each other, because he was severe and I was like in the mid-range. He had severe symptoms, so we thought it's better to isolate separately. So for 14 days he was in a separate room, I was in a separate room, and we had a proper regime where we did not get in touch with any of the family members. Thankfully we were with our parents, so they were taking care of us, and everything, food, water, everything was coming to our room outside. All the clothes and everything we were washing separately, and I think in 10 days we were feeling fine. A lot of our symptoms had gone. I was fine on the 8th or 9th day, but my husband, I think he started feeling better on the 10th or 11th day, because he was having some issues with his throat. He was not able to swallow properly, not able to get the taste of food. Even though our oxygen, pulse rate, everything was normal, above 95 was our oxygen, SpO2, that was fine. But then it took him longer to recover, and I recovered fast, maybe because mine was less severe as compared to his. And on the 14th day we took a test again, and that's when we came to know that okay, we are COVID negative. Though it is not important that you take a COVID test again after your recovery, the government doesn't recommend that as well, but we wanted to make sure that we are COVID negative. I got COVID positive during the 6th month of my pregnancy, that is the last second trimester. So my second trimester was almost ending, and I came to know that okay, I am COVID positive. So it became a little even more severe for me, and a little even more scary for me, because of course it's not just me who might get affected, but the baby as well. So I had to make sure that I was doing everything perfectly fine in terms of recovery and in terms of good health for myself and the baby. So what are the best practices that I followed are: number one, stay in touch with your doctor. Guys, it is very important. I know you can't visit the doctor physically, so it is very important you stay in touch with the doctor. And if you're pregnant, stay in touch with a gynecologist or obstetrician and a physician as well, because your obstetrician is not going to recommend you medicines till the time your physician confirms that okay, this is the medicine you should take. Maybe if your throat is not doing fine, go and take azithromycin once a day. So your gynecologist is going to check whether azithromycin is fine to take in pregnancy, so you can recheck with your obstetrician that okay, this is what my physician has recommended me, should I go ahead and take it? So make sure you take advice from both of your doctors, and then only take any medicines. Of course, if you're pregnant, you would already know that you are not allowed to take medicines, any medicine just like that during the pregnancy. So just to give you an example, I got my upset stomach only after 4 days of getting detected with COVID positive. So I kept in touch with my obstetrician that on the 4th day I immediately messaged her or called her that my stomach is not doing well, it's been 2 days, every time I eat I have to go to the washroom, so what should I do in that case? So she asked me, okay, just talk to your physician first and then come back to me, and then let me see what you can take. Next is staying positive. It is very important for you to stay positive and get rid of all the negative news, all the bad things which is affecting you mentally, because that ultimately affects you physically as well. So it is very important that you stay positive mentally, because if you are strong mentally, nothing can stop you from early recovery. Third is meditate, but just try to gather positive thoughts, make sure you're thinking positive, and have every positivity all around you. That's going to help you stay positive mentally as well. Just close your eyes, think positive, think about your baby, think about yourself, think everything is going to be healthy within you and inside you, and you have to keep taking your medicines on time. Don't miss a single dose of medicine at all. So whatever medicines you are recommended, be it vitamin C, Zincovit, or any other vitamin or any other medicine specific to your particular symptom, make sure you take it on time. So in a nutshell, it is very important that you stay happy. You are happy, your baby is happy, and then everything is fine, your family is happy. So that's how it works. So make sure you do that. I did all of these things starting day one. I even shared a day of my schedule during the isolation. I'll leave the link to that video on top. You can watch it out if you want to. Yeah, so guys, this is my journey, my story of COVID-19 positive, especially during my pregnancy. So I've shared everything with you, and that's how I fought corona, and let's see how the rest of the time goes. But right now things are fine, and that's how the things look like. But right now this is how things look like, and this is the latest update from me. I hope this would be helpful to you, and let me know in the comment box what do you think of this video, and if you have any question for me. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then go ahead and please click the subscribe button. Stay tuned to my channel. I'll be signing off for now. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Till then, you take care. Goodbye.